Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is time to do another comparison to the long awaited irons of 2023. Been out now for around 6 weeks. Huge noise from both of these irons. Unbelievable bits of kit. We're going to put head to head. We've got the Titleist T200 and the new Taylormade P790. Two irons that have been very, very popular. We're going to put them one against the other and see how we get on. Remember guys, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So here we go guys, we're going to put these two irons head to head. Real performance irons this year. T200 has been an absolute game changer. Last year's iron was very, very popular, or the iron, or the 2021 model, really, really popular. They've tweaked it a little bit, mainly worked on the sole to make sure that turf interaction's better, but it's always going to be a good iron. Forged face, real soft feel. It's a great iron. I mean, this year it's probably struggled a little bit more with the introduction of T150 being so positive in the T series range, but always T200, really, really solid iron. P790, one of our biggest iron sellers of last year. It's been incredibly popular, cleaned up the shape, made it a little bit faster. Feels good, looks good. Let's just hit her on Trackman and let's see what the results say. So let's dive straight in. P790 in the bay first. Let's have a smash and see how this one performs. Now, I've put my shaft in both heads, so we've got the Project X60 as a test. We'll hit 3 or 4 and then see what those numbers are saying. It's really clean, the P790. They don't need to tinker with it too much. You know, it's just such a, it just gives a little facelift. You know, if they try and do too much with this, I think the big thing here is how they've changed the weight in the longer irons. I mean, we're just hitting a 7-iron here, so it feels pretty good. It's not necessarily an iron that I'd actually choose, to be fair. It's quite hot. What is that? I mean, 122 ball speed, 127 on that last one, and that for me is the kind of worry sometimes with a P series P790 iron, is that you've got that ability when you absolutely do rip one, it just carries that little bit further. Yeah, it's come quite a long way in difference, that one, isn't it? Pretty happy with that. Nice clip. Always a really positive feedback off a 790. It always feels like it's a good click. It's a solid hit. I know, some of you on this video might see that I've pulled both of those two shots, so obviously it's gone a little bit further as well. But constantly feel very, very hot and clicky off of the 790 head. Good land angle though. It's not coming out low. It's still pitching out there at 48, 49 degrees when it's landing into that surface. Well, obviously you've missed the green on that one, but it would land quickly and miss the green, so that's a positive. So pretty good. Let's hit one more and get 5 shots in there. Looks wise, it's a P790. From the top edge it looks sharp, it looks fairly forgiving. Popped a little bit, that one, popped up a little bit. Overall, good iron, performed really nicely. Let's now jump in. If we can get Chris on that computer and just change the tag for me, and we'll try the T200. Quite obviously, when you compare the two in terms of look, you've got this kind of satin dull finish of the 790 and you've got this chrome shiny finish of the T200. So that's going to play a little bit into the difference in the look and how it sits behind the ball. I mean, classic Titleist, they really haven't done too much with this iron. They don't really need to. It's just such a good looking iron. The sound of T200 is just incredible. Like seriously incredible. Look at that ball speed. Wow. Wow. Bit pulley on that last one. That was the anti-pull, that one. And we're going to get this just a little bit straighter would be great. But again, scary ball speed. I think we can bring up that comparison in a second. You'll see the difference in those two. If you can just bring that up, Chris, there. If you just click that show all tab, just bring up the differences in the distances. So that's the white circle there being the 790, and the first two hit with T200. Very, very powerful iron. A little bit pulling. I really need to stop pulling it. The ball speed of T200 is ridiculous. 130 again. Like yarded, I know I'm pulling that one, but let's see if we can get one actually straight, shall we? Nope. Straighter, but not that great. I mean, the numbers aren't lying here, guys. I mean, I've not hit great shots on top of that last one, but the ball speed, even on these pulls, is incredible in terms of distance. That one, 130 ball speed. Just really want to get one that looks like it's going forward rather than left. No, come on. Sorry, I know we should only hit 5 head-to-heads, but I've really got to try and find the middle. I mean, that's more left than the last one. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh, come on, come on, come on. So to make sure that you can see that these videos, as much as possible and not edited, I've hit an absolute knife. A couple more months down the line, I won't be feeling my fingers. That was that bad. Great strike. I mean, the speed of this T200, just as much as when you hit P790, you can tell when you get that jumper. So like you can feel it gets that pop. I mean, for a head-to-head, performance-wise, T200's killing it in terms of ball speed. I think it's pretty obvious there that the numbers, spin rate's still pretty good, land angle's superb, carry distance crazy long. So look, let's have a comparison of that, and I would be saying that T200 is way outperforming the P790. So there we go, guys, we've hit both of these fantastic irons. Now is the time to give it the AFGolfStore scoring and find out who's the winner on this head-to-head battle. So let's start with our famous look. Well, they both look good, lovely, very different finishes. This is down to my subjective opinion, so please don't shout at me and sort of give me grief in the comments, but I'm gonna pick the Titleist T200. The chrome finish looks sharper to me. That's a personal preference. P790 is a good looking iron, but my personal preference is T200, so that's 1-0. Feel, 790 feels fantastic when you hit it. My only fear is that feeling of not knowing when I get that one that bombs and just kind of comes out of control and goes too far. I actually prefer the feel of the T200, so that's 2-0. Price wise, they're within £5 of each other, so we're gonna call that a draw. So we're now 3-1. Now onto custom options. Well, both of these brands are just brilliant when it comes to custom options, and I'm really pleased that we have both of them in the build centre, Taylormade and Titleist, so we can custom fit how much we want. They give us lots of shaft options as well, so I'm going to give them a tie as well. So we're now at 4-2. On to final performance. Well, I think if you saw them Trackman numbers, you saw the ball speeds, the land angles that I was getting out of that T200 was far superior than the P790. So for me, running away with it, P790 versus the T200, the T200 is our winner. Guys, we've enjoyed doing these head-to-heads. I hope you enjoy them too. If there's any models, head-to-heads, comparisons that you want me to do, please pop it in the comments box below. We would love to get your take and your kind of what you're interested in, and we will create those videos for you. But in the meantime, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.